Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Prince Magnum channel where hot rodding and romance do coexist. I'm your host, Prince Magnum. Welcome to Sober Talk. Sorry we're running a little bit behind tonight. I'm on Princess Faye's Twitch channel, and we were doing Fortnite, and we were having a good time. And it's like, oh, you're late, and I'm like, no shit, but it's one of those things. Hey, what's going on, Harold? Good to see you, buddy. I know you've been busy these days. Shoot, I think we all have. Channels are growing, doing really well. You're the first one in. That's awesome. Um, we're it's been an exciting last couple of days. Good to see you, Simon. Welcome to the live, my friend. Um, it's good to see everybody today. Uh, Not a whole lot going on right now. A second. Um, we're we're on that road to a grand total of 15 years without a drink or a drug. That's a long time. And figured I'd talk a little bit about some of that tonight, for obvious reasons. When you start getting a lot of time like that, it's it's not uncommon to start sitting there thinking about, what it was like, where you came from, and things of that nature. It doesn't take long. And I know tonight we talked a little bit. Oh, you haven't released it yet? Make sure when you do release it, let me know so I can start because I'm going to start sharing people's. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's all right. But I know at some point, I want to start sharing people's videos on my community tab. Let everyone kind of get to see see all of you within the Maverick Nation, you know. What's going on, Chairman? Welcome to the live. So again, I'm sorry I'm running a little bit behind tonight on the stream. Like I said, it was in Princess Faye's Twitch channel, and she was hey, what's going on, Mr. Gamery? And I love the how the name looks now. I really like it. It just flows really nice, and I like that. I really like that. Which I know when you talked about doing this change. There you go. Share it for the first time on your tab. I've been trying to share everyone out. Hey, what's going on, film? The ultimate grave taker. That's our grave taker right there. I know he pokes in, says hi. Um, yeah, Ian made a big change to his channel. Since he hit 1.11K, which I've got a video to release, congratulating him on it. But I had to take my time and make sure it was right, you know. I am doing fantastic today. I'm doing fantastic. Stayed pretty busy today, which is not uncommon. I've got a really cool video in the editor. I've got to get some videos finished because I've got a lot of videos in the editor and that sort of thing. Oh, wow. Wow. Having a problem. Yeah. Okay. I have a video specifically for how to change your own motor oil. Okay. And hey, what's going on, Miss Kelly? And I know I'm going to definitely go over this again, Christian. Oh, thank you, Miss Kelly. Thank you, Ian. Both of you sharing me out. Princess Faye will have to grab her Twitch link, but we were just over there having a good time, and it was a lot of fun. Um, Really quick, I need to do another video on oil changes. For those that don't know, I'm supposed to be kicking. I didn't get a chance to do it today. My head was in the editor way too long. Um, but I'm going to be kind of sitting down and starting the series for Lady Hot Rodders and going to be kind of going over, like the simple stuff, the easy to do stuff. But yeah, Christian, I get it. It's always the little stuff like that that pisses us off to the point where we want to drink. The big stuff doesn't bother us so much. Isn't that ironic? We make a mountain out of a molehill, and we're sitting there like, you rotten SOBs, blah blah blah. The little bitty thing. It's always the little stuff that sets us off. Real quick, since Ian's here, word for the win. Anyhow, I actually have that up here just specifically for that joke. Um, uh, yep, that's Miss Kelly. Her and I were talking earlier, and she knows one of the things that I'm working on, um, which I will also say right now, it probably won't surprise anybody that'll be happening. Oh, hey, Ian. It takes a moment when that happens. Um, I know this is sober talk, but I'm going to show you something real quick. A peer specialist program. Hey, Zombie Queen, I haven't seen you in a minute. I poked my head into your channel probably like a couple weeks ago. So if you all of a sudden had a random like just pop up, it was me. Oh, thank you so much. I'm not 100% sure if see the way Alcoholics Anonymous works is, and some people call it like group therapy, I like to call it that, but technically it is. But it is a thing that it's kind of like people who've experienced what they've experienced share their experience in helping others stay sober. Oh, hey, I get it. I get it. When you're, I'll just, zombie, I'll tell you like I tell everybody. When you're here, I appreciate it. When you're not, I miss you, but I understand. Um, Really quick, I'm going to show you guys. I know this is sober talk, but we're going to take a moment. Oh, real quick, Zombie Queen, we're actually starting a ladies hot rodder series. There you go. Share them links out so we can all find you. But I'm going to show you guys a really cool kind of tool that, yeah, let me explain. Usually the first 10 minutes we just kind of bullshit anyways, but this is a really cool tool as best as I could get it in camera shot. But this particular tool is basically a breaker bar. Okay. If someone over torques your stuff like that, all you got to do is get something like this, put it on there, and this will give you enough leverage, enough torque to pop that bolt loose. Okay. Then once you get it loose, you could easily take the socket to it. You can take the regular socket wrench, but get yourself one of these. I promise you to be one of the most important tools you'll have in in your arsenal. Which, by the way, this I don't carry a regular four-way. This is actually what I use for Project Spirit. I will keep this in her trunk usually, and use this to break bolts to do her tires. You just got to be really careful over torquing the lug nuts, but. You get the general idea. This is one of those cool tools that I recommend for everybody. You know, um, I don't bother keeping a regular four-way. It allows me to swap out the sockets in case, because lug nuts, you get metric nowadays. You still find the SAE standard US measurements, and just get yourself one, jack your vehicle up, put that on there, and she'll pop loose every time. All right. What's going on, Raven? Welcome to the live stream. But yes, I meant to start filming it today, but I got to clear the digital off. Um, you know, I got to clear the digital camera off so I can begin. I'm doing great today. Kind of talking a little, we're the usual first 10 minutes we just kind of sit around and bullshit. And then after that we're gonna dive head first into the sober thing, which we're now at that 10-minute marker. And last week I showed off the darkest thing in my that I actually own, and that was my 2-year coin. And yeah, I've had it this long. It always seems to boomerang back to me. And I know a lot of people when they heard me tell them the story behind this coin, said that I really should do a spooky video on it because it's a true to life scary story behind this coin. And I'm still baffled by it, how it always ends up back in my possession. And I know there's been people that have said, you need to throw that coin away, have it blessed by a priest, something. What's going on, Midnight Cool? Good to see you. Um, so that, I mean, it just has a real spooky story behind it. Um, which I'm going to tell you all. Uh, Ian was talking to me about something today, and he mentioned something in the Twitch stream earlier that really kind of he mentioned yeah, you were the one that mentioned getting the coin blessed because of the fact that it always seems to boomerang back to me. All right. This is my 2-year sobriety coin. I have had it, for almost 13 years. And the reason why I have given this coin away, okay? I've given it away numerous times. Sober Man gave this coin away once. And let me tell you the story behind it. He gave it away twice. Twice. The first time he gave it away to a particular gentleman. The guy had made 2 years, obviously. And of all the things, when he made the 2 years, a couple of days later, the guy decides to relapse, and the guy's wife finds him. Basically, this man did not make it back. He did not make it back for a good reason because he basically OD'd. He drank himself to death and died from alcohol poisoning, if I remember the story correctly. But I know it was only a couple of days. Basically, he was dead. So hey, what's going on, Broken Mike? Welcome to the live stream, my friend. But basically, this 2-year coin belonged to it. It originally belonged to somebody else that Sober Man gave the coin to. Man made 2 years, went back out, did not make it back, and in a nutshell, the guy that Sober Man was sponsoring that this coin made it to and did not make it back, the guy's wife gave all of her now deceased husband's AA stuff to Sober Man. In the stuff was this 2-year coin that Sober Man gave him. Sober Man hangs on to it for several years. I forget the exact amount of time. And then I come along. He then says, Prince Magnum, if you make 2 years, I have a coin for you that's very special to me. So then he, at 2 years sober, I receive this coin. Okay. So this coin already has 1 death to its name. All right. So I end up with it. I stay sober. And in the time frame that I have had it, I've given this coin away numerous times. And I always tell people, if you decide you're going to relapse, at least give it back to me. Well, this coin has made it back to me. If I remember correctly, it has made it back a grand total of 4 times. 4 times. And in every instance that I gave this coin away, the person went back out. And I know there's been at least 1 person that died that had it since I gave it back, gave it away. This is a very special coin. And that coin, basically, this coin right here, while they had it, they relapsed, gave it back, and now they're gone, And in 2 instances, I did not give it away, but the person held it. Hey, what's going on, Harrison? 2 people held it, and one of them retire it, and one of them actually knew the person that this coin originally went to, the person who originally died while carrying, the original, knew that person, seen it, and ended up relapsing. I don't think so, Ian. I don't think so. And in the last time someone outside of my that I was actually sponsoring, I showed it to him, just showed it to him. And a week later, he was in St. Louis with a needle in his arm, OD'd. Not a joke. I miss that guy. Miss that guy. He was only 20, he was only 22 when he passed. And all he did was lay eyes on he actually held it for a brief moment. And yeah, that was the end of him. So this coin has a dark, dark, dark story behind it. Yeah. It has 3 deaths, numerous relapses. The only 2 people that have held it and have not relapsed has been Soberman and myself. Right, right. Oh, Midnight Cool. No. But yeah. You think I don't know what it is. But yeah, the one person that knew the original owner, when Soberman picked this up and gave it to the other guy, the guy he was sponsoring as a gift for 2 years of sobriety, and 2 days later, the one friend that actually knew him, and when she held it, went back out. She did eventually make her way back in. She never seen this coin again. I wouldn't let her see it, but she eventually did pass away sober. And the irony of that is she passed away 8 years sober, but when she seen this coin, it was not even a week later. It's good to see you, Harrison. And no, it's not a crock pot. It's a slow cooker. Crock pot's a brand. It's just like, yeah. Don't even get me, no. But yeah, this coin actually has a very, very dark story. I mean, I probably should go ahead. No, it is not. It is a slow cooker made by another company to resemble a crock pot. It would be a knockoff crock pot. No, you did not win. Perhaps you should not be showing it. I've got a couple of things kind of like this, and one other thing in my possession that weird things just happen. I'm sorry, 3 things. 3 things in my possession. 3 things in my possession that that the irony of it is that they both have, all 3 of these things have weird, dark stories. The other thing that I actually have is a leather fringe jacket. And I know there's a couple people in here that when I say, start describing this particular leather fringe jacket, you'll get it. But I actually own a leather fringe jacket from the 70s that basically is a replica of the Billy Jack leather fringe jacket from the movie. Basically, it's one of those types of leather fringe jackets, and it was given to me by my dad. But every time I wear that damn thing, something bad always happens. So it stays in the closet, and I don't wear it ever, because the last time I wore it, trying to remember what happened. Something bad, ridiculously bad happened the last time I wore it. And the other thing that I also own that weird things happen is Project Spirit. And we talked about that last night. We talked about that. And I'm actually going to do a video on that. And I'm going to do it in black and white to make it as spooky as possible. But In my sobriety, this is the darkest thing that I own. The darkest thing. Bind it. I'm the myself and sober man are the only ones that honestly and truthfully that can hold this thing and be just fine. I know Think Different. When he's seen it, he's like, keep that thing away from me. Keep that thing miles away from me. Don't even let me see it. I know I take that back. There was another one. Oh, really? Wow. That's crazy. Weird how we sometimes have things like that. I still have my graduation gown from when I graduated high school. I still have it all these years later. It's actually in the closet here in the office. I've kept it, you know, right. I'm 41 and I graduated when I was 17, all the way back in 1997. Golly, has it been that long? I don't even want to think that far back. But yeah. Hey, Ian, wood for the win. 97, yep, we graduated same year. I was looking for, I actually, yep, we're same age. I hate the fact that yeah. I don't have much from back. I still have my high school class ring. Every once in a while, I break that thing out and wear it. Which I told Princess Faye that wood for the win. Oh, hey Ian, here's another wood for the win. Tell me if you recognize this. I'm waiting for it. I know he recognizes this. I'm waiting to see his response. Okay. Yes. Yes. Most people don't. Yeah, you haven't seen that in a long while. I know it's been a minute. It's been a good minute since you've seen it. Hang on, let me check the charge on this. Okay, we good. We good. All righty. For those that don't know, I'm gonna have to go get a certain something. This joke, which I know where it is. Thank goodness. So I'm gonna take y'all with me real quick. We're taking a quick walk. We're gonna come out here. If it is where I think it is, because I've hardly been out here to work like I normally am, which it's not necessary, but you know, I still need to come get the pack so you guys will be able to understand the gist of it. Just for you guys, I'm going to do the joke. And if you're wondering, this will still be part of Sober Talk if you think about it for just a moment. Yeah, it was fun hunting. We had a great time. Great time. Even though you joinked my gold rifle. Freaking bullshit, anyhow. Caught it in the ring. Ripped your husband off. Alrighty. Nope, that definitely ain't it. Wrong camera. Somewhere in this freaking mess of gear. There's my other one. By the way, oh wow, dang. Sometime, Christian, we're gonna have to have a. I'm gonna have to get that story from you. Most definitely. I like to gather stories on the channel. Oh, here it is. Took me a second, but I found it. Okay, just for you, Ian. I know it's been a moment. It's been a while. This story. This is one of the dash cameras that we use in the project cars. This is actually the one that we're getting ready to replace in Project Spirit. The other one for Project Lena is actually still working pretty good from what I can tell. But this one here, we've used it for everything. And for the longest time, camera mounts were a pain in the neck. It's just one of those things. So I got the idea one day. I was looking at, little blocks of wood like this that I had cut down and had this idea that I was going to make my own camera mount. So I did. This is the camera because it's a dash cam. It just connects in right here. So I got the idea of making this camera mount for this style of camera. And as you can tell, it fits very nicely. And the way that I did it was I basically carved out this section right here so it just fits in right in that slot. Okay? Then, where the camera lens sits right here, what I did was I took a file, a half-moon shaped file, and laid it right there. And I worked it back and forth, Worked that file back and forth till it was perfect for that camera, just like that. Fits right in, really nice. And because I used a file right there, working it back and forth, that must mean that I'm really good at filing and should try my hand at being a secretary. There it was. Ian's go that was Sean and Ian's Sean and Ian's favorite joke. You haven't heard that joke in a while, Ian. I know it's been a while. And I believe that was Broken Mike's first time hearing the filing joke. The very first, I believe that was Broken Mike's very first time hearing the filing joke. I haven't told that joke in a good while. I think it's been well since summertime last year. So it's been a good minute. It's been more than a good minute. I know it's been a good while. Okay. There we go. Oh, yeah. It's been a while since you've heard that joke. The filing joke. It's been a good minute. Yeah, but it's been a good while. There you go. First time I've told that joke in a while. But yeah, honestly, I mean, I really did make them because we were using these cameras for everything. But then I had replaced it. We kind of stopped using them, and I started using this one for a little while. But then this one has it's not so great anymore. It's actually wearing out, and we've got a better one. Now a really nice digital one for my still shots, and we now actually have a really awesome tripod, so I'm really happy about that thing. But yeah, some of my old cameras, we're actually getting ready to replace a lot of camera equipment. Hey, what's going on, Papa Kronos? Welcome to the live. I haven't seen you in a second. How you been? Doing good? I just got through showing off one of the spookiest things in my sobriety stuff. And I actually still have my original AA Big Book. Um, hey, Sunset Watcher, how you doing? Good to see you. Lots of familiar faces tonight. And as the title of this live stream really actually says, February 7th of this year, I will have 15 years without a drink or a drug. That is exciting stuff. So we're getting there. We are getting there. Um, I'm excited about this. I know when the day comes, we're definitely going to go live. Oh, here. My mom got me this. Here, best that I could do this. My mom got me this for my birthday. Yeah, it says a lot. It is, but um, I'm talking more like the. Okay, okay, Chairman. I'll catch up with you. It is considered a drug, but it's one of those things. So is coffee. Okay. So is Tylenol. I'm talking about the stuff that is more mind altering. Okay. Where you're looking for oblivion, where you're looking for, that sort of thing, where you're looking to escape reality. And with smoking and with coffee, that's more, to me, those are more luxuries than anything. I have never heard of a doctor prescribing, smoking. Well, I take that back. I've had a doctor actually say that if you are going to smoke, while you have a sore throat, at least be smart and smoke menthol. You shouldn't be smoking at all, but yeah. Yeah, I'm talking, yeah, things of that nature. Yeah. Um, and alcohol, um, that's been a thing. There's something with the human body that for some people, when we have alcohol, we can't stop. I'm one of those ones. Every time I drink alcohol, well, we figured out that I'm allergic to alcohol. Every time I drink alcohol, I break out in spots. Farmington, Park Hills, Peevely. At one time I showed up. Yeah, you get the idea. Where am I at? Yeah, true story. I know some people when they drink alcohol, they found out they're allergic. They break out in handcuffs, you know, very allergic, evidently. Uh, so that's the funny thing about Alcoholics Anonymous. We found a solution to our problem with alcohol. Every time we drink, we can't stop, and bad things have to happen to us. Myself is one of those ones. And I was 26 when I got sober. I actually have met a woman that she was 14 years old when she got sober and had already lived life in the fast lane, if you catch my drift. I had the opportunity to meet this woman. Amazing story, and ironically enough, her story of sobriety was actually in Too Young to Get Sober, and I had read her story. It was one of those stories that was in one of our pamphlets, and I'd read her story. Hey, what's going on? Think Different. When I read her story, and then later on, I ended up meeting her. I was like, I've read your story, and she's like, yeah, that's a funny thing. I was like, oh my God, I never thought I would actually meet you. Your story inspired me to stay sober. And she's like, that's amazing. That's amazing. How old were you when you read my story? I said, I was 26 going on 27. And she's like, and you read my story. Yep. And and it convinced you to stay in the program. I said, yep. She's like, that's amazing. I'm so glad that that my story could help. Yeah, really awesome. It's funny how that works out, and then you sometimes get the opportunity to meet those people, um, which I actually met them in an online chat. And then, of course, she was kind enough to turn around and tell me, hey, um, hey, what? What kind of a stream? I'm doing a stream right now. Um, I know I'm teasing. I know you're having a little difficulty with your device. A shirt stream? Oh, they're having problems with their device. It's just being stupid. Um, a shirt stream? I probably should show off some of my favorite shirts that I like to use here on the channel. I have numerous Punisher t-shirts. I love the Punisher character. Um, and I'll actually explain that in detail sometime. I mean, I've done it kind of sort of. No, I won't do that. I won't do that. Um, I have changed shirts on stream, but you know, I'm not as muscular as I was, from my 20s. I was nice and built and six-pack stomach. Not so much now. It sucks getting older. I there for a little while I wasn't nice and trim like I should be, but I've trimmed some of it, but I'm not near as muscular as I once was. Um, if I want to get that muscular, I guess I need to go get a chainsaw and a good a splitting maul and spend some time doing that. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. I I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna go live a little bit later for Save the World because tomorrow is gonna be kind of a relaxed stream, and I'm probably, unless Princess Faye decides she wants to go live, if she decides she's gonna go live, then it'll just be uploaded content, which I need to upload that video for you. I was gonna wait all the way till Monday afternoon my time, but I'm probably just gonna go ahead and load it tomorrow morning. No, you're the only channel. This is the cats. They're somewhere around here. I know Galaxy was in my chair earlier, and Taver, he usually likes to lay on the bed a lot. He's my fat cat. And little Zelda's usually tormenting Taver. Yeah, that's a thing. That's the thing. She's usually tormenting Taver. But um, so that's just it. Yeah. Um, sometime I'm actually going to have to go through. I actually own some old AA memorabilia. Ah, yes. Then yes, that's why. Yeah, no, I only have this channel. This is it. Oh, you changed your name. Okay, trying to get away from some of the problems that you had before. I know. I know you had some issues. I know you had some issues and had to kind of lie low for a second. Um, that would be why. All right. Um, let's see. Missourian. Yeah, too many. Yeah, yeah. I know you had to deal with some crazy stuff. Um, but yeah, here on the channel, we've just been New Year starting brand new. The Prince Magnum channel is going through its changes, which we got to figure out what the frick's going on with my AdSense. Other than that, we in good shape. What the heck is all? Oh, I know what that is. All right, I know what that is. That's for the new tripod. Um, which I got to get the kitchen straightened out because I've got some cooking videos to work on. Yay, cooking videos. I love cooking videos. There you go. This hat's all beat up. You can see it kind of right here on the end. Used to work on cars. I'm going to tell you like this. It wouldn't have mattered who won or who lost because my people still lose. Don't even get me started on it. I'm Native American. Both of them should actually be hauled off. Do a lobster tail. I've thought about doing lobster, but man, oh man, it gets expensive. Doing lobster and I mean, I think, yeah, I've done shrimp cocktail and that was cool. That was a lot of fun. That was a good video. I enjoyed that one. Yeah, cooking videos. I mean, yeah, I know your cooking videos, Miss Kelly. They're good. They're good videos. You've been doing a lot of historical stuff, which I know. While I'm on the subject, I know I'm going to get Ian all fired up. There is a cooking video that I have to do, and it's actually one that comes out of the trenches of World War One, specifically. Um, no. Specifically, the British were the ones that started this one. The corned beef stew from the trenches of World War One. And I got the recipe from the BBC when they were talking about the trenches of World War One. And I've got to send you the video because there's a couple of things that I kind of have some questions about. But it's a corned beef stew from World War One that I'm going to do a video on that I think you're going to get a kick out of. I know when I mentioned corned beef, you were right there. Oh, really? That's going to be neat. That's going to be neat. But yeah, I know Ian because of his time in service to his country. Um, you know, up there. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know the stew I'm talking about, then, right, Ian? The one that I'm specifically talking about that was in the BBC, and you can actually find the clip. It's about a 5 minute clip here on YouTube. You probably know the one I'm talking about, where they're talking about basically a guy who's on guard duty, and he has to cut a little spot in, a little sloth inside of his trench, and he basically cooks the corned beef stew right out of his mess tin, right in that little sloth, and yeah, yeah. So you probably know the video I'm talking about specifically, and you probably know the corned beef stew yourself, which is really neat. Um, there's actually some stuff that goes all the way back. It would surprise me, but yeah, I know he knows the recipe I'm talking about, and I'm wanting to feature it in an urban survival video. So I know he knows the one I'm talking about. Yes, I have done rice several times here on the channel. Done rice several times. There's actually a rice bread that I'm wanting to do that dates back to my country's earliest days. Um, uh, and it goes to it basically is from the Carolinas, and I'm still working that one out. I've done the experiment with it, and I wasn't 100% happy with it, but yeah, good stuff. But yeah, the hobbies I enjoy in sobriety. I will tell you all this right now. The hobbies I enjoy in sobriety. I mean, when I first got sober, I was at Oh, thank you, Harold. My mom got me this shirt. My mom got me this shirt for my birthday, my 41st birthday. And real quick, My mom and I have had a kind of a rough way to go. I had some rough teen years and that sort of thing. But then, you know, we had a falling out in my 20s, and my alcoholism led me down a dark road. And when I was 3 years sober, my mom and I started kind of patching things back up. And, it's still, sometimes it's still difficult. I'm not going to lie. No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. I did some other nasty stuff that I don't talk about very often. Um, Maybe sometime I might allow somebody to interview me on that, but I was a very, very dark person. Um, Most people would be shocked to know I was extremely violent in the bottom of a bottle. I was very violent, and a lot of people would be shocked to know that now. Um, Actually, yeah, I was extremely violent. Um, yeah, yeah, you'd be right in the area. Um, yeah. Um, to give you an idea, I used to get drunk and read ballistics charts. That was good reading for me. I have my moments where it's like, don't push my buttons. I think everyone's like that. But like a few people that occasionally come into the stream, I too suffer from PTSD. And we have if you suffer from PTSD, you will have severe mood swings and you'll suffer extreme depression. Extreme depression. Because of, okay. And because of that, I was disqualified for military service, and I was actually going to be joining the Navy as a hospital corpsman. So, real quick, Ian knows this, and a few other veterans that are in the stream right now. Do I ever get relapses of my PTSD? Oh, I still suffer flashbacks. I still suffer the flashbacks all the time. The higher my stress level, the more frequent it is, and the higher my stress level is. Miss Kelly is an amazing, amazing person here on YouTube. I love her work. But yes, Ian will tell you that because him and I've talked. I won't go into his story, but you know, I no, I wasn't. I didn't get to join the military, and mine's a little bit different. Mine's a little bit different. But I had, even though I was disqualified for military service, I'm still a military enthusiast and study avidly, and a lot of that has to do with my grandpa. My grandfather served in the Second World War, and my great grandpa served in the First World War, which is one of the reasons why I also want to do that corned beef stew. I know Ian's definitely down for that. Definitely down for that. Which uh, the corned beef stew involves. Yep. Chicken nugget. Um, yeah, great granddad Magnum. Yep. He served in the First World War, which, out of respect for my great grandpa and my grandpa, I want to do that corned beef stew. And as a big giant shout out to, it's been 100 years since the First World War. Um, yes, I'm on TikTok as well. I only have two videos up. I only have, And your channel's a little bit bigger than mine, okay? No, they don't. I was considered the bad influence uncle. I'm considered the bad influence uncle, not the creepy uncle. The bad influence, the one that'll get. Don't listen to that uncle. He'll get you into trouble. Broken Mike, I know you're somewhere in the background. I know you. Yeah, you're a bad influence. Reaper just went live. But I'm considered the one that, but I'm also considered the uncle. Oh, you have a problem? No, I nothing like that. For a long time, you worked though. You grew in a quick hurry. And it's really neat. I mean, you're what, one point, that's like 30, 40 more supporters than me, you know? So you did good. You did good. Took the right video. Took the right video. But that's just one of those things. It took that one video and then just blew up. I'm like, dang, man. Dang. You know, and Ian's one of those friends that I'm very grateful to have. And that's one of the awesome things. He's my brother from another mother from across the pond. That's Ian. He is I'll tell y'all right now. Um if anything was to happen to that man right there, I don't care what it would take, but I would find a way to get over there and help him. I don't care what it would take. I don't care what laws I'd have to break. Interpol, you just heard that. But I would get over there and help him. I'll tell y'all that right now. I mean, he's a dear friend of mine. I have Princess Faye. I have Princess Faye. And for the record, Princess Faye has never seen me drunk. She, I got married in sobriety. I got married in sobriety. And I remember announcing that in an AA meeting, and some people said, how is that related to sobriety? I said, it has everything to relate to sobriety. I'm living life and I'm living it sober. This is happening to me in sobriety. I would be right there for that guy. But if there was a zombie apocalypse, I would be the first to say right now, I know my brother Ian. I know that guy right there. I'd be more afraid for the zombies. Not a joke. I will say that right now. I'd be more scared. Him and I would probably be sharing. Okay, who got the better kill today? Right there, I'm telling you. That would be our zombie apocalypse. I'd be more afraid for the zombies because of that man. He'd be right at home. Kick ass guy right there. Kick ass. Now, for the record, I when I said my PTSD disqualified me from military service, I was diagnosed at 16. Zombie kill of the week. Yep. Um, I was diagnosed with PTSD at the age of 16, and they would not allow me to join. And I was actually, like I said, I was going to join the U.S. Navy and was going to be a hospital corpsman. And just stop right there. I know where you're going with that. But I was actually due to ship off to basic training, and the paperwork came through and said no, we can't let you go. And I said, wait a minute, you'll screw up people coming in, but you won't take them a little screwed up? They said, yeah, basically. I was like, and then you send them home with all those problems? Yeah, pretty much. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. So I was a little bitter, but yeah. Yeah, I was going to go into the U.S. Navy as a hospital corpsman. And Ian will tell you that I still, yeah, see what I mean? That's why I said, And when they ask me, and I have to be honest, okay, and this will give you a little insight on that, on my alcoholic thought process from back then. Now, I was a different person back then. And, how do you feel about killing somebody? And the psychiatrist wants you to say, oh, I'm not okay with it. I'm not okay. I looked right at him and I said, what am I going into? I'm going into the military. And if you're going into the military, you have to be okay with it. And I said, let's be honest here. You're not running up and playing kissy face with the enemy. And this doctor, the psychologist, he's like, no one's ever really just said it that way. I said, do you want me to lie or do you want, I said, I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up your ass. You have to be okay with it. I said, in my particular case, I'm going in as a hospital corpsman and I'll be patching our boys up. That's going to be my job. So I really won't see that much excitement. I said, unless I get cross-trained with the Marine Corps and I'm jumping out of helicopters, patching our boys up. What's going on, Sean? You missed it, Sean. I told the joke. I told the joke. Yep, you missed it. What the hell, man? But we have a new one now. Wood for the win. But we're getting closer to, we are getting closer to where I'm going to be making a grand total of 15 years sober. And now that I'm getting closer to making 15 years sober, we are definitely going to live stream that. We are probably going to do some crazy celebration. And it's so much so that I'm going to tell y'all right now, it's going to start at midnight my time, and we're going to rock and roll it all the way to the wee hours of the morning. And I know at some point we're probably going to get on Fortnite. We're just going to have a good time. So it's going to definitely be one of those celebrations. I'm already looking forward to it. And I know in AA they tell you don't plan something like that. What if you decide to relapse tomorrow? And I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys. At this point in the game, if I decide to go back out and start drinking again, it's because I wanted to. The honest goodness truth. But I don't, and with the disease of alcoholism, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Of course I want to drink. Even after all this time, I still want to drink. But I don't want to. There's that alcoholic part that says, I want to drink. But I don't want to drink. I don't want to go back to that life. I don't want to live that way. I don't want to be that violent person that's sitting there going, why am I doing this to other people? Why am I being this kind of person to other people? I don't want to be that guy. I like being this guy. I like being a good person. I don't want to live that life. That's not who I am. I know there's a couple of people that have kind of pushed my buttons to the point where it's like I'm throwing down challenges. And Miss Kelly and I talked about that one today. And the invites are open. One of them I already threw down in another stream, but this is a different type. It's about honor and respect to other people. And in particular, we both have talked with them that I'm getting ready to throw down on, because they keep being very hateful to good people that did nothing wrong to anyone. They're good people. It's like, why? And so this is a little bit different. And the challenges are, let's go out and street race. Not very violent, but it does get the point across. Well, let me rephrase that. It can. But I'm not going to put a dent in my fender for them. I'm just going to whip their ass and make them realize that there are people out there that can do things better than them. And if they truly are who they say they are in the eyes of their God, they should be able to beat me no matter what. That's the way that works. But that's another subject outside of Alcoholics Anonymous. Good for another video. um, so that's where that is. I'm also I need to do that. Don't be these people on don't be this type of person on YouTube or Twitch or any other platform. Is Mixer still around? I know Periscope at one point went under. I don't even think anybody messes with Periscope anymore. That was another streaming platform. It's kind of neat. But it's good to see you all tonight. Again, we're getting closer to me making that 15 years. That 15 years. Oh, Mixer is gone? Okay. I know Periscope at one point in time, they were saying that it was gone. I actually was streamed on Mixer at one point in time, a couple of years ago. But yeah, I was actually streamed on Mixer. That was pretty cool. And at the same time, it was also on Facebook. That was my old partner, Jim and John. I hope whatever's going on with him, he gets it lined out. I mean, he was, he needs, he needs, he needs something. I don't know. I don't know. I hope whatever it is, he gets through it. He's got some serious stuff going on, and it sometimes spills over onto my channel. Oh, did you stream on Mixer? He actually had me stream of all the things. He actually had me stream. The stream he set up on mine was, I actually did Batman for the NES, both of them. The original Batman for the NES and Batman Return of the Joker, which was so much fun. There he is, Broken Mike, which I got to corner him late here in a little bit. But I know I'm going to be streaming. Oh, they're getting ridiculous with the comment thing. Because Broken Mike's supposed to take the Try Not to Laugh at Cinnamon Challenge. That's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yes, I have. I'm probably going to wait. Right. Yeah. Yeah, Miss Kelly, I know you went through some crazy stuff. Right, exactly. Ian, I'm probably gonna go, well, what time is it now? My time, it's 15 minutes after 8 p.m. So it's actually at 8:16 p.m. my time. Give me about an hour, and I'm going to be climbing on Save the World, and streaming that. Broken Mike, if you are available, I'd like you to join us. Would maybe kind of run you through and maybe help you with some of your missions. I've got I can make you some really cool. You got to try out the Maverick shotgun. It'll be so much fun. Yep. It'll be so much fun. You'll love that thing. Yeah, it'll be about that time for you. So if you want to rest up, kind of grab a cat nap, whatever, I'm sure Katie wouldn't mind you grabbing a cat nap with her. Cuddle up with that star. Good luck there. That star's outshining you right now, Ian. The thing to the right of you is about to make you famous. And then there's your cat. Yep. It's funny how that works, huh? Oh, holy shit. So there you have it. All right. Well, I do need to slide off of here. And again, thank you guys for sharing, some life with me, you know, because that's what sobriety is about, is living life. Thank you guys for sharing just a little bit of life with me. And all right, real quick, since I got some of y'all in here, do you all want that spooky video on the 2-year coin? Spooky video on 2-year coin. Because if you guys want it, I'll do it. I'll do it. And I'll film and I'll do it in black and white. Okay. All right, we'll definitely do it. Um, so yeah, we'll do that video. We'll, make it kind of a spooky sobriety video. All right, we'll do it then. And I'll do one on Project Spirit. I'll do one on Project Spirit. Most definitely. All righty, so that does bring us to a great stopping point for this evening. Again, I want to thank you all for being here, sharing in my sobriety. And this is where the real blessings happen for me. Where I'm truly, truly lucky, to have all of you a part of my life, continuing to support me, help me stay sober. I know for some of you out there that it's like he's going to talk about, how, of course, Ian, you know it, man. Let's do it. Let's do this. Yes, I would love to collab with you. I would absolutely, Broken Mike, if you even want to, come on. Yes. You know I'm always up for a collab with you, brother. But, you guys sharing my sobriety, and I appreciate that. You share, one of the most important parts of my life. Without this part of my life, the rest of my life doesn't exist. Because I will drink myself to death. I will do it. I nearly did it once before. I will do it again. And, when I do the live streams, it's really hard to actually kind of go into detail on some things that I really need to. So a lot of times the real message doesn't get to come out. But I definitely want to go into some, I need to do some actual sober talk videos again. And I will definitely go on camera for that. But that does bring us to a great stopping point, as I said before. And here on Sober Talk, I let out a specific way, specific to Sober Talk. And it goes a little something like this. At day's end, I hope all of you need me as much as I need you guys. And for all of you out there, if no one out there has told any of you that they love you today, Prince Magnum does. God bless you and have a happy 24. Thank you.